What's up, everybody? It's Tyler, and today we are putting a Lensun solar panel kit onto the hood of my 2018 Toyota Tundra. Why would you put a solar panel on the hood of your truck, might you ask? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first reason, which is the one I thought of, is my truck sits a lot. I'm going to be having a job with a company car. My truck's not going to be driven every day. And the solar panel will help keep my battery charged. That way I don't have any more dead batteries. It's always like a constant trickle charge on the battery, so that also comes in handy. Second of all is I have a camping setup on the back of my truck. If I put the solar panel on the hood, in addition to the solar panel that's going to be going on the top of my tent, I'll have double the solar. I'll have 150 watts that I'm putting on that, and I'm also going to have this 90 watt hood solar panel, which will add up to about 240 watts in full sun. So it'll just be kind of in addition to the other solar panels. So we can run this to the bed of my truck where my power station is going to be, or run it to my car battery and keep that charged. So there's a couple options of ways that you can use this, and I'm kind of going to show you both ways that you can use it. I got this hood solar panel from a company called Lensun. There will be an affiliate link in the description. If you are interested in buying something like this, please use that link. I have a code, and if you use my code, I'll get a little portion of that, and it will be very much appreciated. But I'm excited for this because this thing is really cool to just have solar panel on your hood of your truck charging batteries at all times. Pretty much right here, we have what the kit comes with. Is we have the actual solar panel itself, which is this big piece here. We have the decal, which is actually goes on the hood underneath the solar panel. We have some zip ties and some little pads here to kind of tuck the wiring away. We have some 3M double stick tape to double stick the solar panel onto your hood. And then we have the instructions and the instruction manual. I ended up opting for a different solar charge controller just because I figured I could find a cheaper one. And that's exactly what I did, is I found a cheap $25 solar charge controller on Amazon. And we're gonna wire this into my truck. So we're gonna wire it two different ways. We're gonna put the solar panel on the hood of my truck tonight, but I also am going to give the option to unplug this from the charge controller, and I'm gonna run it to wires that will run to the bed of my truck where my power station is gonna be. So I can also use this solar panel to charge into my power station. And I'm also going to be having solar panels on the top of my tent, which will be my next video, is how to install solar panels on the top of a rooftop tent. But that's the next part. But we're going to be able to tie both of those solar panels together so I can turn my 90 watt hood solar panel in addition to my 150 watt tent solar panel and do a total of 240 watts of power, which is about as much power as you need if you're camping off grid, unless you're using a ton of electronics. That'll be plenty to keep me going. So first step is going to be putting the actual decal on your hood, which I'm a little worried about, but it's basically a vinyl decal. We're going to use some glass cleaner to kind of keep it from sticking. First step is going to be giving your hood a good cleaning. That way you know you don't have any dirt underneath it. That way you don't have any bubbles. So we're going to do that right now. Now that we have this thing sufficiently clean, now we're gonna try to put this decal on. Hopefully we don't botch it. We have soapy water in here. It's not wheel cleaner, I promise. I just used the bottle for this. We're gonna spray this on there, and then we're gonna work the decal and hopefully not screw it up too much. Put a little tape on the center line of my truck to try to center it, but we'll see. I'm not a wrap guy, so see how it works. Key is to use a lot of soapy water, so that way you can still move it around once you get it on there. If you don't, you will be stuck. And then this is going to be the difficult part. Luckily, this thing comes with these, which is nice. I need to find a tape measure to kind of measure it, make sure it's centered. They have these nice little squeegees that also have felt on one side, so it won't scratch up the vinyl, which is nice. I'm going to put this tape measure in my pocket. That way, once I get on there, I can kind of measure it. Right, nice. Soapy water's doing the trick. It's not stuck on there forever. Oh boy. Almost there. I think that looks halfway decent. Now I just need to kind of give it a quick measure check. 19 inches. Corner of that, 19 inches. that's close enough. So we're going to start squeegeeing it on down. We're going to start from the inside, work our way out, try to get all these bubbles out of this thing. I see this bubble right here. Ooh. Again, always work from the middle out. That way when you have the bubbles, they go towards the edge. So I've been squeegeeing for, not even exaggerating, probably 15-20 minutes. I cut it out because I figured you guys wouldn't want to watch that. I got a heat gun. We're gonna use the heat gun to try to finalize it. Kind of make sure we got everything where we need to go. And I'm pretty happy with it. Just gotta get these last couple spots out. All right, after about 20 minutes, maybe even half hour of squeegeeing and heat gunning, we have the decal on. Looks halfway decent. Almost lined it up perfectly, but there's one little on the lip. I think I'm a little closer on the right side, but it's literally like 1/8 of an inch difference. But because it's on the edge of the panel, you can kind of see it. A little tedious to get it on there and to get it on there without any bubbles. It's still very much doable for the person who doesn't know how to do wraps, because I don't know how to do wraps either. All right, now that we have the decal on there, let's see how this solar panel fits. Obviously, this is just a test fit. It's not permanent. I just want to see where it sits. Look at that, like a glove. Almost like it's supposed to be there. So now the next step is we need to put a whole bunch of this double stick tape on the back side of this solar panel, because that's what actually holds it onto your hood, is just double stick tape. We're gonna flip this thing upside down and we're gonna put a whole bunch of tape on it. It's very important that we do a good job with this, because this is what's actually holding it onto our hood. If we don't do a good job, this thing will go flying. So we definitely don't want that. Here is our double stick taped hood solar panel. That's it right there. Kind of looks like a British flag, I guess. I figured it would be more important to have the tape on the edges, because the edge is where it's gonna fly up. So I did 3 layers on the front and the side edges, 2 on the back, and then kind of did like a little star in the middle. Hopefully that's good enough. So now I'm gonna take all this red stuff off. We're gonna put it on my truck, and then we're gonna put some weights on it. That way we can kind of get it on there. We're gonna leave it overnight because it's getting dark outside, and then tomorrow we will focus on the wiring aspect of it. We're gonna be wiring it to my truck and also to the bed of the truck inside the camper. Give us a couple ways to be able to use this power, which is pretty cool. Take all this red stuff off and get it onto the hood of the truck, which this is gonna be pretty tedious, I assume. All right, this is gonna be a little tricky, but we're gonna try our best to get it as centered as we can in the actual in the decal. So this is gonna be fun. All right, I think that's pretty good. All right, looks like it's sticking on there pretty good. Lined it up pretty well. It's a little far over to one side, but maybe 1/4 of an inch. It's tough when you're trying to center things because it makes it so obvious if you're a little bit off. It's getting dark and I want to let this thing set up before I wire the harness. I want to make sure it gets nice and stuck on there overnight with some weight on it, and I can't have the hood popped when I have weight sitting on it. So we're gonna put some 2x6s and some weights on it to be able to get it to actually stay. That's the solar panel actually installed on the truck, so the next part is going to be the wiring. We're gonna let this sit overnight with some weight on top of it to really hold it, stick it down. I'm gonna pull this thing out of the garage so I can close it up so that people and or critters can't come into my garage tonight. We're gonna finish this up tomorrow. So it is the next morning. We had the weights on the hood of the solar panel all night, kind of put some weight on double stick tape to make sure it's held in place. That did the trick. And now today we're going to be doing some wiring. First step I'm going to be doing is wiring this thing into the actual battery on the truck. We're going to be using this solar charge controller that I got from Amazon. It was cheap. It might not be the best thing because it doesn't even have the other end of this plug, which is kind of ridiculous, but I'm gonna be cutting it and wiring in my own ring terminals and connecting it directly to the battery with the fuse in between. That way we can protect everything in my truck. Basically, we need to get the power from this wire right here, which comes directly off the solar panels, and we're gonna run it kind of into where the battery is. So first thing I want to do is kind of tuck it up in here out of the way. Let me grab a couple cable ties, that way I can keep this where it needs to be. All right, so you don't want to have too much slack, but you want to have enough to be able to open and close the hood. This charge controller right here, basically the goal is going to be to stick it on the top of this fuse panel, and run the wires to either the positive or ground. But we just need to cut this end off and put our own ring terminals on it. And I also need to add the fuse. So that's pretty easy. Actually, let me just cut this end off right now. There you go, bye-bye end. Here is the charge controller. These are the wires that we're going to run. And we're also going to do spade connectors. That way we can leave these things quick and easy to disconnect. So first thing I'm going to do is strip the ends of this. Put this on here. Crimp that in place. And then we will do one of these. Crimp that in place. And then kind of just to give you guys a reference, this is what we're going to be, how we're going to be hooking it up. I want to make it so we can disconnect it like that if we were to disconnect the solar charger from my battery. And then now we're going to do the black wire, which does not need a fuse on it. By the way, this is a 10 amp fuse on here. I also want to do them opposite, so even if this is kind of dummy proof, so even no matter what, nobody can hook it up backwards. So we got to do opposite ends on the positive and the negative side. All right. Then you put that in there, and now we have a small harness with the fuse, and it's disconnectable, which is very nice. Now, just need to put these ring terminals on the end. Which these will be where it actually goes into the battery. That's our mini harness ready to go and plug into the solar panels. So we have positive, negative right here. We have the negative side, which is disconnectable like that. I also have the, I hope I said that was right. That's the negative side. We have the positive side disconnectable like that. And then we have 10 amp fuse in here to kind of protect my truck and the circuit if anything goes crazy. And then we have our 2 ring terminals to connect these to the battery. So let's go put this in place. We're now hooked up to the battery. As you can see, it shows my voltage. We're at 12.5. I just put a new battery in this truck not that long ago. Actually, I have a short video of me putting a battery in this truck, so look for that. Now the next thing is plug this in. All right, and there pretty much is it. We're installed. I could go drive this around and park it in the sun, and this would be used to charge my battery up. So now that this portion of the wiring that's going to be charging my actual battery on my truck is set up, next thing we need to do is we need to get a wire ran to my bed cap. That way we can plug in my power station and use this 90 watts of solar in addition to the 150 watts that I will be putting on my canopy camper. And that way we have 240 watts of solar between the 90 watts on this and the 150 watts on the roof, which should be plenty for just some off-grid camping with light usage. When I'm ready to use my camper, we will unplug this and plug it into the other wire. We need to find a route to run these wires to the back that is away from the exhaust, away from heat, and away from things that will melt the wiring. Looks like there's a little hole down here, so we're gonna try to see if we can get the wires in there. Really hard to see, but there's a hole in there. Out of there into here, into there, under the frame, up there, all the way around, and from here up into there, in here, and there's a hole in here, and there you go, there's our wires. So after a little bit of work, we have the wires ran. I'm going to give you a quick rundown because it's hard to actually show you guys where it ran. It's basically running down the fender liner along the frame, and then we ran it up into the bed through a hole. We didn't have to drill any holes, which is nice. So really excited about that. Basically, we just need to zip tie it all in place permanently and put ends on the other end of the solar wires, and we can plug that thing right into our power station. And we're done with our install. So that's really cool. Let's get this thing buttoned up. So now that we have a wire ran to the bed of the truck for my power station, we have 2 ways to use the solar panel. We can use the first way, which will just keep my battery on my truck charged. If the truck sits for a while, like I said, I'm starting a new job with a company car, so my truck will probably sit a little bit more than it's used to. So it'd be nice to keep that battery charged, keep the health up on the battery. And then another way, once I plug the solar panels into those, we'll run the power to the back of the truck, which when I am camping, I will have my power station back there, and we can be charging our power station with solar from our hood. Swapping that over will be as simple as unplugging one and then plugging in the other. And that's it. Now we have options to switch from the battery or to the solar panels, which is really nice. This is a good guide to anyone who wants to buy this solar panel. Again, I have an affiliate link in the description. If you buy one, I will get a piece of that and I'll be forever grateful. Just figured I'd show you guys how I'm using this thing, and I'll do a long-term review too once I use it. Once the camping season we get into that, I'll have a better idea of how this helps and how useful it actually is. Right now, pretty excited for it. It's literally the worst day to test a solar panel today. It's cloudy as heck outside, so that kind of stinks, but we're still gonna pull it out and see how much solar we can get. See if we get some solar, if any, on a really overcast day like today. Super excited. This really didn't take too long. The longest part about it was actually getting the decal and the solar panel on and running the wire to the back of my truck. Pretty happy with how it came out. It looks pretty cool. We're gonna do some real world testing on this thing, and yeah, let's get this thing out of the garage. I'm in the back of my truck. We have our power station charging. We're only getting 15 watts because it's very cloudy today and on the border of raining, but it does work. We have the wires coming into the bed of the truck, which is nice. I didn't have to drill any holes. We have the power running into here, into our power station, or we have the power up front right to the battery. We'll be adding another 150 watts of solar on the top of this the outside camper's canopy after this. So excited for that. Stay tuned for that next video. That is our Lensun hood solar panel install. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys are interested in purchasing one of these solar panels, go to Lensun's website. I have a link in the description that would give me a portion if you buy one. Again, this is the 90-watt Toyota Tundra model. It's pretty quick and easy to install. Takes a little bit to put the decal on to make sure you have it right. You want to take your time. We have power going to our power station and or our battery. So depending on which way we want to run it, we can run it either way. So super happy with this. We'll do another video update for long term once I use it for camping. We get out a little bit more. That's how to install a solar panel on the hood of your Toyota Tundra. Eliminate dead batteries, charge any accessories that you have while your truck's not running. They do sell these in many different models for many other different cars. So if you're interested and you don't have a Toyota Tundra, take a look. They might have yours in stock as well. Again, I just bought this on my own. This wasn't a partnered or anything like that. I do have an affiliate link, but I just wanted one and I purchased one. Next video we're doing is we're putting a solar panel on our outside camper's pop-up wedge cap. That way we have a solar panel on that. The new ones that I'm selling have solar panels already on them, but this first one that I got didn't have the solar panels, so I want to put some on mine. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please subscribe for some more off-grid stuff. Again, we'll have a long-term test on this, a long-term review to see how it does, but this is just kind of the install video to check and make sure it works, which it very much does. So yeah, thank you for watching.